wherever you are. Welcome to the blog. My name is Royce from Sweden. And interrupting our regular programming. No, because I was called to work earlier. So it's about just past 6 o'clock in the morning right now. It's very windy, and this kind of weather is very expected in this part of the world. And spring and winter are changing seats. So that's why we're here. We have to be very careful for falling debris, falling ice, and among many things. So again, welcome. Oi, moose tracks. There we go. Yeah, moose tracks there. There we go. Okay, so again, this is the story of a guy who wants to live here in northern Sweden, and I already decided to move here. It's just a matter of having a few things sorted out. For example, uh, some kind of work to sustain me for this one. Although I have to admit that life here is cheaper. Price-wise is cheaper. Rent is cheaper, but the problem is transportation. I cannot live here by walking alone, because there's no way you could walk, several kilometers just to buy groceries. That is not even close to like being a solution there. Weather is really bad, or it will get bad. That's why I left early. I start work at 9 o'clock, and I'm an early riser. And my housemate is practicing some of his religious how do you say that, religious things, and he has to eat certain times of the night, which of course would create noise and wake you up. In a way I could understand it, but I just hope that he appreciates it. But hard to say, hard to expect stuff. So this wind, this noise, you see that light over there? That's my room. Wait, there it is. There's a lamp there. Okay, so it's like a tradition here in Sweden to keep lights on during the winter time, because its purpose is to keep lost travelers the opportunity to find shelter in case they're lost in the forest, or say your car breaks down somewhere in this, like for example, this is like a private road, and you cannot stay at your car to be warm or spend the night here unless you want to really get into trouble. So we keep our lights. You can see from the distance that there is that's our cabin, and that's the my neighbor's. I think he owns our cabin or something like that. So it's like a beacon. It's like a light post for ships. So again, welcome to northern Sweden. Welcome to Lapland. And this is the story of a guy, me, hoping to figure out how to live here. Hey Kitty, hi, good morning. Right now the temperature is really warm, 2 degrees above zero. The coldness is not the problem at the moment, it's the wind. So that's why you still have to be properly clothed. Like what we say here in Sweden, there is no really bad weather, it's just bad clothing. I did not invent that. So again, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to northern Sweden. And I may sound different right now because I think my body is fighting an infection, because right now my some of my colleagues in the office are sick. and I think my body is starting to combat the sickness and something. So hi Kitty, Kitty, where are you from? Uh, like I said in this blog, it's the star of the show is this part. Yeah, the highest temperature about here, it would be considered as a heat wave if it's already over 30, which rarely happens here, but it's no longer impossible due to climate change. But 30 would be so dry, so warm that people here can suffer, especially the older people would suffer heat stroke or something similar to that. Aha! Good morning from Slovakia. Wait, okay, Slovakia is the other country that used to be together with Czech Republic. Okay, not Slovenia. Okay. Okay, so I get. Wait, Kitty, Slovakia is like the capital is Bratislava, isn't it? So you know, I don't know if it still snows in your part of the world. Certainly, I'm very sure that it's snowing there. It snows there, but it's not as thick as this one. Uh, in this part or in this season right now, sorry about that. The snow is already starting to thin because it melts at the bottom most, not on the top. It's in the bottom, and so the ice shrinks going down there. Aha. Okay. So good morning from you. I think you're just 1 hour away, or still the same time as we have. So it's just over 6. I think maybe 6:30 somewhere. You know. So welcome to the show, Kitty. Hi. I think you're the first viewer from Slovakia. You know, somewhere like from Bangladesh, Japan, Turkey, of course the USA, Canada, Alaska. Many Guten Tag from our many of our viewers from Germany. Guten Tag. Okay, in Swedish it's like Tjena. It's the greeting here. Aha, okay. 10 degrees. 10 degrees would be spring weather here now. And Kitty, it would be still some parts, especially the ones in the shadows, it's going to have snow until maybe even May. That would be because the spring and summer here is very short. It's about 4 months. That's why you won't see fields here growing crops because it really have little chance. Even though during the summer and spring, especially in the summer, the light is all. Put it this way: in the summer, maybe a little bit darker, but this would be maybe 1 o'clock in the morning, you know, or something similar. Maybe a little bit darker, not this bright, but a little bit darker. It's suffice to say you can read the newspaper or read stuff without light, extra light. Oh no, Kitty, no. I could understand Deutsch, but ich kann kein Deutsch sprechen. So, you know, most of our guests here in this 500 room hotel are Germans. Okay, but we also have like Spanish, Italianos, Turkish people as well. So, oh yeah, people from Skoda are also here. So, you know, this is a hotel. Wait. Okay. This is a hotel. This is all private property. I estimate this road alone is still 3 kilometers to the exit, and then another 3 kilometers that way to the hotel. The reason why I'm walking is because originally I'm from Stockholm, the capital of Sweden, and I'm working the hotel as a salad chef. Yes, I know. There is such a job as a salad chef. We're not just tossing green stuff into bowls or something like that. No, 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 no. It's a little bit far more sophisticated than that. So again, thank you very much for Kitty for coming here. And if you're watching, I would really sincerely would like to hear from you, especially and oh, okay, that gust of wind. And of course, any travel related questions, because this would be like, imagine a friend that you're chatting. You guys are asking me questions that are related here, travel and life here in Scandinavia. We try to avoid politics and religion because it's not really something that I can like answer very well. However, uh, just to let you know, most Swedish people, uh, Kitty, it depends. If you want to see like Scandinavia, like Stockholm would be the biggest city among Finland, Norway, Copenhagen, Reykjavik in Iceland, and of course Stockholm. I would recommend you for the first time visiting this part. It would be Stockholm. Yeah, it might be pricey, depends on the exchange rate, but it may be pricey. But for a few days of visiting, I would say it's really worth it, though. You know what I mean? Because in Stockholm, you would see the oldest part of Stockholm is called Gamla Stan, which is like the old city. Gamla is old, Stan is city, and it's basically where, how do you say that? It's basically where Stockholm built itself. It's like the first island that was like inhabited and then turned into a bigger village, and then it keeps bigger and bigger. Remember, Scotland, not really Scotland. Stockholm is like Venice. It's composed of like 40 plus islands that are very big, that you won't even notice that you're on an island. You might be crossing a bridge, but you might think that the water down there is fresh, but it's actually seawater, But that's why Stockholm is called the Venice of the North, because a lot of the bodies of water that you would see around Stockholm, especially in the city center, are not actually rivers, but bits of the ocean. Oh, sea, not ocean, sea, Baltic Sea. So there you go. And then also there's like this relatively funny story of how do you say that? Like a funny story of a boat, a warship that was launched 300 years ago. It's called the Vasa, V Victory ASA. And wait. Keep on pressing thing. Okay. The story of the Vasa, just to make it very, very short and quite funny. It was supposed to be the most sophisticated warship, because there was a time Sweden was a very powerful country, and they decided to build this boat, but the builders kind of like really screwed it big time, making it like the shortest trip ever, because when it slid out of the construction place, it sank after 20 minutes or 7 minutes after it was launched, and it was a disaster. It was found in the 1960s, raised and turned and was put into a museum. Okay, yes, Kitty, I do have a cat. Yeah, I'm a cat person and also a dog person. Well, technically I'm a pet person, because given the opportunity, if I would have my own place here, which is the proper end game or the original plan, I would like to have pets like fish, of course, as many cats as I could, of course dogs, I used to keep snakes, hamsters, and, well, put it this way, a lot of animals. But I think my best shot here is the tropical fish and cats and dogs would be my best bet. Yeah, boy, you thought you got the girl, but it turned out to be a boy. Well, that's a surprise. So you know, but still they're cute. Regardless whether they're females or males. They're really nice, especially if you treat them well. They're really lovable. They are quite independent. They have a different charm compared to dogs. Dogs are very loyal, caring. Cats are a little bit aloof, which is it's like a charm for itself. It's like an attraction as well because if they're not in the mood, then they're not in the mood. So that's why a lot of people will say that cats treat their human companions as butlers, which is partly true, and we enjoy uh, taking care. Okay, just wait. Those tracks are could be a dog. Yes. No. Oh, these are deer tracks. So that's my foot. My size is what's my size? 11 on Nike. That's a Nike shoe. So that's 11, size 11, and that's the size. This is a very tall deer. Most likely, yeah, it is the deer. There are two of them. This is younger, and this is older. Most likely, I guess then it's a mother and daughter thing, because male deers, the stags, well, they're solitary. Yeah, if you don't neuter your cat, it will start acting like an adult cat and do adult cat things. Yes, and they tend to spray, which is like maybe one of the most unpopular things about cats is the smell of their pee. Okay, but with just proper care, you won't be having any problems. I have two Siberian forest cats that are both sisters, ginger, and they're about 7 years old. And they're really like a source of companion, especially when you're sleeping, it will cuddle up with you. Okay, again, we're being distracted by that is, well, this is like the orientation. This is a moose track, that's for sure. This is the front, and that's the little toe on the, well, I guess it's a toe, and that's it. It came from there. Uh, the animals are starting to feel that the change of the weather brings also this message that the green grass would start to appear, well, still weeks away, like maybe 4 weeks away or more. Again, the weather has been very sketchy all over the world, but this is yeah, Kitty. Like I said, if you go to Amazon, there's a cat odor remover that pretty much works very well. I know it cannot be avoided at times, but you cannot really take the smell away by simply any kind of soap. The only way sometimes is to use chlorine, but the problem with chlorine is create a stain, so it takes away a problem and leaves a new problem. But there's an cat odor remover If you have, you can Google it if you don't have Amazon, or if Amazon doesn't deliver in your parts or something. Try that, and then just check out the reviews. Which one is the most that has been sold? So that, oh God, look at that wind over there. Okay, good thing that we're almost through our travels now. So again, that's a moose track. Yes, I am pretty sure it's the same moose as the other one. Or, I've been tracking this moose with a younger calf. During, oh, see, it went that way. Uh, oh yeah, thank you, Kitty. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You already comment. Hopefully you like and then subscribe as well. Okay? I talk to you soon, Kitty. Kitty from Slovakia. Thank you very much. Good morning. Okay, so on to the show, on to the wind, as Kitty goes to work, and well, essentially I'm also going to work. I haven't really drank anything. I'm going to drink something warm in the hotel, get some breakfast. I still have a lot of kill, but we don't want to. We don't want to do it. Wait. So somebody's calling us, but we'll answer it later. Okay, for those who are new, this is one of my neighbors who are selling firewood. They don't sell by the piece, but they sell by the crate. You see? And those buildings, even though they look old, those are actually old, and was constructed all soon. Oh yeah, Taksemike, which is thank you very much, Kitty. Talk to you soon, okay? Don't forget to subscribe, so you won't miss out our live streams. Okay, so again, thank you, Kitty from Slovakia. Thank you very much. Okay, I like to greet also Foxy from Stockholm, Bam from the Netherlands, Spellman also is somewhere from southern Sweden, Kalmar, I think, Paul from Germany. Thank you very much, guys. From many of our viewers are from Germany, and coincidentally, this place is also like little Germany here in the north. There's a lot of German people who moved here in this part of the world in search for something quite different. And then also, you won't be surprised that even in this kind of weather, there are camping sites that are usually associated, say, during the spring and summer, where it's nicer. The weather's nicer, not cold, not hot, not warm. But actually, there's a lot of German tourists here, bringing their quite sophisticated and high-tech camping trailers, and they actually camp during the winter. So how dope is that? So this is my neighbors, another group of. This would be ideally my like, if I would have the chance to have something. Well, maybe a modern shed, a couple of snowmobiles, a car, quite big house. Don't know what it is, but a garage with a place to sleep upstairs. Because I don't think cars need a fireplace at night. So we are here. Again, there's another neighbor there, and the reason why I sound really tired is because, like I said, I didn't got enough sleep because my housemate is doing something religious, and he's eating at the wrong time of, well, not really wrong time, but the opposite time of the 24-hour day, and this is a small house. It's not insulated, so you have to, If you're noisy, just a little noise, and it's going to be really noisy. Avan, Ayan, Ayan. Oh yeah, Ayan. Hi. I think you've been here before. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I was just wondering. Hi, good. Well, I was already. My house is already about more than one and a half kilometers down that road. These are not my neighbors now, but this would be like typical Swedish houses. See, painted red, copper, because copper was expensive before, and to show off, they say people paint their houses red to show off that they have money. Yeah, it's like the modern version of a bling. Okay, so instead of like bling bling bling, you paint your house red, and it's another way of saying that I'm rich. However, just to let you know, Scandinavian people are not very fond of really showing off. You know, you won't see a Scandinavian person, which is somebody from Iceland, Norway, Finland, Sweden, and Denmark, that would be very brand conscious, or like really like showing off that they have money or something. Yeah, that would be that would be one of the things that I somewhat like here as well, is because you don't have to have the latest fashion or have the most fanciest shoes or sneakers or trainers just to feel like accepted. In fact, here I have never heard. Well, money is of course important. You know, it's something that you everyone needs to buy things and basically work for pay for stuff. But here in Scandinavia, they have a different view of money. Not like in some places that you really have to have more than enough. So there's a Swedish word that explains this one. It's called lagom, which is basically meant that oh, look at that wind. It's like a snowstorm. Well, it's not really a snowstorm, but a windstorm. The weather today would be like this all day long. And to be honest, friends, if you would be $1 million, not less than that. Well, that sounds reasonable. I wish you well, and I hope you set your goal or something like that. You'll never know. You could live comfortably for that amount, I'm very sure, in any place in the world. Okay, but like I said, here in Sweden we have this concept called lagom, which is like enough, but more than enough, but not too much. You know. So put it this way, I don't know that person who owns that house. He could be a billionaire, and for all I know, but look at his house. You know, I'm not saying he's a billionaire. I have no idea who owns that house. But suffice to say, here in Sweden or here in Scandinavia, oh, look at that weather. It's like the desert now. Oh, yes. This way. You would not know if these folks are super loaded or not just by looking at their house, cars, and the way they dress. So here in Scandinavia, if you're going to move here, oh God, look at that. This is the weather report. We interrupt you with this breaking news report. Right now we're in the middle of a windstorm. Oh God. Okay. Yes, Sweden has a summer and you're looking at it. No, not really yet. But spring is this is like spring is coming, and boy, if you have seen some videos of Swedish people being carried away or being blown away by winds, well, now you're looking at it. That's why I'm wearing earphones, because if I'm going to depend on the microphone on the phone, uh, it's like this. So look at that. We're okay. So that's the lake over there. Uh, that's why the wind is coming this way, and it's quite strong. So it's well, this kind of weather is somewhat dangerous, but not really the strongest wind ever in these parts. This is not really mild. That would not be right. You see, the snow is moving to reclaim the road. It's put it this way. Remember, if you see some, oh look at that. If you see some videos from the desert, the sand is being blown by the wind, and there it's covering the road. Well, instead of like brown sand, we have white, sand dish. Yeah, well, I don't own the no one really owns the name. Rolls-Royce owns the name, but if it's just Royce, then it's perfectly fine because it's an English name. You could actually use anybody can use it. So I don't think my parents stole my name. So it's just like one of those things. Where are we now? I just wanted to show you. Look at that. See, that's a typical morning day here. Not really typical. Today is a Saturday, March. What is it now? I think it's March 9th, I think. Because I just woke up and then got dressed. It's now going to work. I'm still way early to work. I start at 9, I finish at 10, but in the evening. Okay, so it's about 13 hours of oh, the wind is, oh god, look at that. Yeah, now this is the weather report. Now the ice particles are hitting my face. That hurts. So this is perfectly fine, but my problem now is wind chill. Wind chill is basically, put it this way, it's sucking, the cold wind is sucking out the warmth of your body to the point that it's faster than your body can generate heat. So look at that. We'll stop here and show you how this weather is going to be. I'm pretty sure the local area we have here is close, because I don't think there's any small plane or any plane would be crazy enough to. Oh yeah, look at that. God. So welcome to Sweden, welcome to northern Sweden, ladies and gentlemen. And this is just your typical morning during this time of the year. And the wind is coming from behind me because I'm not going to be facing them, because the ice crystals are kind of pointy, so it can puncture your eye. Well, Ayan, like I said, I woke up because I am going to be paid to wake up. There's a strong difference. It's a Saturday, so I'm assuming that you don't have work, so you enjoy your bed, warm bed, while one of your friends in the north is being, yeah, most of the trees here have leaves because they're called evergreen. There are types of trees here. one that sheds its leaves during the winter because plants don't really have what you call this, anything to synthesize, photosynthesize in the winter because it's very dark. And then the evergreens, which are like pines, juniper, and any tree for that matter that is how do you say that? That doesn't lose color because they have really tough leaves. Oh, this is an animal barn that is no longer used, and we're sheltering in one of the barns here, so I can take better pictures of you. Oh no, for you. Okay, that's freaky. Oh God, look at that. Well, I am not really. Okay, so since that you're new in the vlog, here in Sweden, especially in this part, especially if you're going to live, that's a big no-no. Okay, and then also sense of common good. Oh God, look at that. We don't usually do that, or nobody does that, because here everybody works together. Because during hard times, sometimes you cannot simply depend on yourself. And if you're going to be the designated most unpopular neighbor in the county for many kilometers, you better go back to where you came from, because nobody's going to help you. You know what I mean? Also in this vlog, we don't do pranks and something just to get views and likes, because it's simply not tolerated in these parts. And then also I don't do that as well. I'm an old man, and it would be very embarrassing for an old man. It's like a 100-year-old person doing some tricks or doing some pranks. You know what I mean? That's not really cool, basically, here. So I'm sorry about that. We will never do that. And we cannot really do that as well, because everybody, oh, there you go, everybody in this part, even in like the entire province or state, practically knows each other. Look at that. That's where we came from. Hey, Spellman. Yeah, good morning, Spellman. Good morning. Yes, if you would check the previous vlogs, the live streams, we always say hi to you as well, together with Bam and Foxy. Okay, so I have to do this emergency live stream because I'm working early. At the same time, I want to show you a very typical Swedish Saturday morning. So while everyone else in Sweden is probably having a good night in their very soft and warm beds, I'm outside and would be working very soon. Again, it's not a complaint. I consider myself very lucky because I'm working, and working means money, and then money gives me the ability to do stuff, you know, be able to pay for things. So we do this, although I'm still very early for my job, so I can have an early breakfast, not really be in the rush, because you know, if I try to, you have to schedule your activities with consideration with the weather. So it might be much more windier later, so it would be safer if you move early. Just like I said, this is like wilderness parts. Okay, we are 300 kilometers to the nearest biggest hospital and the biggest domestic airport here in northern Sweden. You may think that this is like a village or a town, but it's not. Oh, okay, that's a truck. That's a lorry. We keep on moving. To make the story short, if you go out of the property, it's all trees. You know what I'm saying? It's all trees. very small. That's why you need to get along with your neighbors, because you can never really say, even if you have a lot of money, in the depths of winter when power is out, and you might need help, or your neighbor may need help, I'm pretty sure it will pay well if you are like, you know, you go get along with other people. So that's why, wait, wait, hi Dimi. Okay, yeah, okay, put it this way, Ian, unfortunately in this place we are like how do you say that, it's like a summer camp, and most of the people here are men. And then also, if you would visit Scandinavia, people, even if you may think it's okay to take videos in the street, and then you'll be like uh, passing by with other people, they don't like being filmed. And being a YouTuber is not really something that you are admired or quite admired. So there are some women here at work, and I'm not allowed to film inside the hotel, and I'm under contract, so that's completely 100% not happening. But like I said, it's in this part of the world, uh, most would be couples, and then not really a lot of single women here. So if this is not the Sweden that a lot of people would think would be like, you know, I have to admit that there's a lot of beautiful women, not only in Sweden, except, you know, it could be from Norway or Finland, you know. But unfortunately, this place where I'm working, not really a lot of women here, especially the rare species, the single women are missing in these parts. So that's why if you're moving here, or you plan to live here for quite some long time, you would be hard pressed. I cannot say impossible, but hard pressed to find or meet someone. When I was due here last January, I did this experiment of checking okay, I'm just, yeah, anyway, Spellman, just like, you know, we just talk about these things, and then don't worry about that. So like I said, if you're moving here and looking for love or looking for relationships, well, you'll be hard pressed to find one. Okay, that's life here in northern Sweden. Most of the jobs here are taken up by men. There's like a mining industry, a lumber industry. Uh-oh, the truck is here. You have to walk faster. Just a few seconds. We need to get into that place because the snow truck is clearing the road, and we don't want to be in its way. Wait for it. Yeah, there you go. Well, there's something happening now in the chat, but Ian and Spellman, we just like concentrate on things like here. Again, we're breaking the news report. Look at that. Okay. I'm not kidding you, but the wind is really strong. It's like a hurricane. I think we cannot go to the lake because I might be blown out right now. Yes. So, like I said, women can work in the lumber industry or the mining industry, but you don't really find a lot of them for sure. It's not illegal or it's not against the law here in Sweden for women to work at any job. As far as I know, women can work on any job as they want, but sometimes I guess it's very hard for some kinds of work for women, or some jobs for men are very hard. I don't know, but you know what I mean. But like here in Sweden, wait. Yeah, wait. I don't know if there's a Toyota here, but I've seen one. Anyway, so guys, just like, okay. So, look at this weather. Well, I hope you can see the ice, the snow flying away. My legs are getting numb because I'm not properly, my legs are, well, my pants are not winterproof compared to yesterday. So this is the parking lot. That's the hotel that we're not allowed to take videos or pictures or any kind of recording, as we say. Okay, and that's the restaurant in front. That's where I'm working. And if you can hear the wind, well, that's the wind. We'll try to go to the lake and see what kind of how fast wind here. So let's pretend I'm a weatherman, and I'm presenting the morning weather here in northern Sweden. So good morning from Slagnäs here in Norrbotten, northern Sweden, ladies and gentlemen. It's a windy morning right now, and we're facing up against the wind, and we're going to the lake. Okay. Yeah. Cannot stay here very long because of the threat of hypothermia, so we have to be very quick. Okay guys, so this is a fairly significant windstorm here in northern Sweden, and very strong. They evolve in a way where they have very thick leaves. Okay, that's how it works. It's a protection for them against the weather, but actually they're somewhat in a sleeping state because they cannot really make food during the winter because these are really trees that have leaves, but they're not really. They're sleepy. Some trees evolve differently from other trees. Okay, so don't worry about it, but it's a fact that they grow evergreens regardless of season. Here, this is a birch, and its leaves are thin and rounded. This is also good for barbecue in the smoke days. they evolve differently. These are primitive trees, like they're around since the dinosaurs, and these are the modern trees who finally decided, well, we just have to shed and grow new leaves during the summer. But building leaves or having leaves takes a lot of resources. You know, it takes a lot of energy for them. So the older, oh look at that, the older, the more primitive trees, well, they don't have the ability to change their, yeah, look at that. Now that I am very sorry, but you have to understand, testosterones are for living things, not for plants. They don't have hormones. Okay, but anyway, guys, let's move on and concentrate on this one. Okay, the wind, that's the west. Okay, and this is the east where the sun is rising. This way. Now it's shaking. Not really. Well, my phone, if I don't hold it properly, is going to fly away. That's towards the reindeer. Definitely goes out. Now, we're at the so not really very smart. Okay, to show you how fast the wind is, just look at the snow that are being blown off. Okay, and then the sound of the wind and the noise. We cannot stay here very long because of the threat of hypothermia, which is something that we have to take seriously. Okay, first, nobody knows that I'm here. Something happens to me in 10-15 minutes in this kind of weather, I can die. If you, I'm not kidding, really. Okay. Okay, this one is a teepee. Okay, this is part of the hotel stuff. And then of course the sound. Yes, that's the sound of the wind cruising around the microphone. So if I was not wearing earphones, the voice would be a little bit more louder. The microphone is not really for the phone. And by wind. Now we're heading back to the hotel because we need to drink something warm to to recuperate the lost heat that I lost. All of this wind is basically blowing away my life force. You know what I mean? And I can sense that my nose is starting to be like, you know, in the very early stages of frostbite. So you don't feel frostbite, but you have to always keep in mind that you can have it, especially in this kind of condition. Yeah, because the moment you see your skin discoloring, that's already too late. Okay, and the tip of your nose doesn't have enough nerve endings to, you know, really give you an early warning. So it might be starting to freeze and the cell's dying, and you're still not aware of it because you don't feel it. Okay? So it's a different kind of pain. Of course, the numbness also pain. Ayan, I said I live here and I work here and I work in the hotel. If you don't mind, I really said that. Okay, remember I was walking earlier, so I cannot be starting from somewhere and go back to home. Okay, so I started at home, and then in the cabin provided by the hotel, So I don't stay in a hotel, I work in a hotel as a chef. Okay? So there's a big difference. And then most of the people here who knows me have have known this routine. So I have no, how to say that. I've been perfectly clear of my living arrangement and my situation. And unfortunately, that hotel is something that I'm not allowed to take videos or any recordings for that matter, which is perfectly fine. Because it's a nice hotel, to be honest. But the problem is that I think that view compared to this view is better. So let's do this. You know what I'm saying? This is better. Okay? This is better rather than that one. Okay? Although it looks nice. You know what? This would look like we're in Antarctica, but the trees would really say that we're not because there are no trees in Antarctica. But I would imagine that Antarctica would probably look something similar, but not really that hotel. So there's no trees in Antarctica. So not even in grass, I think. So that's not. Well, I'll put it this way. It if you don't understand it, it's perfectly fine. But I am under contract, and if you're under contract, you agree to follow this. And it's like I said, I don't want to I don't want to break the rules because, like here in Sweden, the reason why life here is this way is because a lot of people follow the rules because they understand or they appreciate that it's for the good of everyone. Okay? Like I said, if you try to be very different from anyone, this is probably not an area for those kinds of people, if you know what I'm saying. So, well, I like I said, you know what? I rather not answer any more of your because it's going to be. I think you're the kind of person that will never be satisfied with any answer. Like I said, it's not that easy to put up something just because you don't want to follow for other people. Sometimes you have to work for other people so that someday you're going to be independent. Okay, I work here temporarily like a seasoned chef, so it's part of the job. It's very normal. But to put up a hotel and everything, it's just a simple matter. I'm not going to spend my money on something that it may not work. You know what I mean? So I appreciate. No, 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 no. Listen here. Like I said, Ian, this is for the last time. Here in this part of the world, I'm just saying for this part of the world, we follow the rules. And that kind of reasoning doesn't really go well here. Okay? I'm very sorry about that, but again, I am probably not going to be apologetic for that as well because here, people take care of each other, not really like disturbing or anything. And when you're expected to follow, you don't really have to, how to say that in a nice way. You basically have to follow, not because you're afraid. It's because you respect each other. You know what I mean? People here will get hurt for invading their privacy, and we have to understand that. You know, we just cannot simply be blue in a sea of orange or something. So, like I said, that's for the last time I'm going. That will be I'm explaining because I'm not here to change this part of the world with mine. I'm here because I like the way of life here. You know what I mean? It's just like that simple story about if you want sushi, you have to go to a Japanese restaurant and not go to an Indian restaurant because they might be delicious. Both of them are delicious, but some people just don't like sushi or Indian food, and it doesn't necessarily follow that any of those foods are either bad or good. One of those things. So, like I said, just like clarifying because here in Sweden, That's why it's known for being safe. Well, you know, this part, not the other parts of Sweden now, but generally, uh, in places like this, people have to take care of each other in a certain way. But everybody is fiercely independent. That's why taking videos or taking recordings is simply not possible. Also, like I said before, in all of our live stream, I am under program. I don't to follow the rules, because put it this way, I am being paid for the last 100 days to follow the rules. So that's it. Okay, Astrid. Hey, good morning. Like I said, welcome to the vlog, and here we are. A very windy morning, Saturday morning. We have to end very soon, ladies and gentlemen, because the wind blows our cotton pants, and they're not doing very well. So we're going to drink something warm, probably coffee with milk or like a cappuccino of some sort, on that direction, because that direction is death. You know, if I cross that lake, which is like 2 kilometers wide from this one to the other side of the tree line, I don't think I will survive, to be honest, without any exaggerations. In this blog, we don't do stunts just for the sake of subscription, okay? We're doing this like a travel and like a video diary, and I'm just showing to you. I know a lot of people who find it extremely boring, but like I said, I'm making this blog to those people that find this kind of things not boring, because to each his own. Like I said, not everyone would like the color orange or red or any color for that matter. Again, so reporting live, reporting live from windy Norrbotten. This is your friend from northern Sweden, Royce from Sweden, wishing you a very nice day. Keep in touch. We'll keep you. I'll be finishing 10 o'clock this evening, so I have no chance of taking video, and I have to I have to protect my my hand from this one. So again, thank you very much. Tack så mycket. Bye.